you're delaying your own success because you're so busy always trying to shift your attention to something else because it didn't work out on your time.
Right.
I told people a long time ago, I said, I'm gonna start getting up and getting more done before you get up. By the time you get up, I can actually go take a nap.
Bruh.
You can get quick money all day.
Literally.
Quick money's fun, don't get it twisted. But long-term wealth, that's where it is. I wanna be able to wake up and say, I don't have to do nothing.
Too much game.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Jay Cash.
What up? Loso 6, man. What's good, my people?
Hey man, we back with another episode, man. Today's episode is developing a winning mindset as an entrepreneur. You did.
Man, it's needed.
Hey, it's so needed, man. Listen. So most people go into this space with negative thoughts about entrepreneurship. Things that they heard from parents, grandparents, don't start that business. Those type of businesses don't do well and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So what was one of the things that helped you develop a winning mindset, bro?
Man, I go off of a motto, bro. Energy feeds energy. Hey, that means I know it's working, right?
Yeah.
And another thing I go off of is, man, never waving that white flag. Yeah, and so growing up, my pops, man, he was in the military. He was a firefighter. He did dentistry. Yeah, bro. Even a lot of stuff. Yeah, growing up, and martial arts. He was a martial arts instructor for the military and also was self-defense. And then he taught me martial arts as a kid. And that was a way of keeping me disciplined and things like that. So discipline was installed in my mental like at an early age. Me and my brother was playing basketball, but I always knew I wasn't gonna be a sports person, or and I also didn't want to work for nobody.
Hey, yeah.
Even though I did, but I was just like, nah, this is not what I want to do. I want to live a life where I'm my own boss. And I didn't know what that entailed and how hard it would be. But boy, without the proper mindset, you will give up.
Literally.
Like, literally, it's so easy to throw in this house, bro, when things are stacked against you.
Yeah.
When you lose and anything you do, people don't realize that failure is only failure when you stop.
Facts. This ain't no 9 to 5. This is 95/8. Like you be doing this day in and day out. The scary part about being an entrepreneur, like, is not knowing where the next dollar is gonna come from.
That part.
Every month.
That part.
You know what I'm saying?
Boy.
So that's one of the main things. But like as far as the mindset goes, it's so important because there are gonna be a whole lot of time stealers.
Yeah.
I call people time stealers that steal your time.
Yep.
With negative thoughts, negative energy.
Yep.
Right? Like energy does spool energy, right?
Sheesh.
So they're gonna always have something negative to say about what it is you're trying to do.
Exactly.
And that's gonna mess your whole mindset up. Oh yeah. The whole thing for you to get out of that is to focus on the goal. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Focus on what's gonna be best for your life.
Right.
What's needed, and then you have to actually believe that you can get to that level
And achieve it.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
when it comes to, the house you want to get or the car you want to get, like I'll use me and my wife as an example. We was broke, right? Just still getting food stamps, still doing all that stuff. We was going to open houses.
Right.
Not the kind of open houses we thought we could afford. We was going to the $1 million open houses. You go, they free, why not? You know what I'm saying? You can get a cookie up in it. So he's rain or thickers, you know what I'm saying? They call it charcuterie board. Right.
I know I messed that up. Don't roast me in the college.
Charcuterie board. But yeah, so you'll go up to that thing and you'll start to feel like you belong there. Like I can see myself, visually see myself at the island, getting food for the kids. I can see myself in the backyard, in the pool, like, and it's like, dang, I want this feeling. Like,
Yeah.
If you keep that type of energy and you keep that mindset of abundance and wealth, like you start to gravitate towards it. Basically,
100%.
100%, bro.
It's so crazy, man, because like I use day trading for an example.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that are in the communities that want to learn how to day trade, and they'll get in day trading, and then they'll take a trade and they'll lose.
Yeah.
Right. You don't hear from them ever again.
That's it.
One loss.
One loss.
Like I manage Japan. We took a loss. Last week. It bothered me, but the bounce back was within 48 hours.
Right.
Like, because here's the deal. If I allow that loss to make me feel like trading's not for me anymore.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for over 15 years. All of a sudden, I took a loss.
Right.
That I didn't want to lose.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, you know what, man? This trade thing, that ain't me. That ain't me. I'm going to take my money out and go do something else with it. Bro, all you think you're doing is literally you're delaying your own success because you're so busy always trying to shift your attention to something else because it didn't work out on your time.
Right.
Boy, did you not realize that nothing works out on your time? Fair. It works out on God's time.
Every time.
Because I know people that became successful in day trade within months. I know people that became successful in a couple of years. Took me 9. Most people wouldn't be able to last more than a couple. It took me 9. And I still make mistakes.
Yeah.
Right? But when you make a mistake, the only way that you can allow that mistake to predict who you are and who you are supposed to become is by allowing yourself to just sleep in that mistake.
Yep.
Just lay in it. You know what? This is the mistake. I'm going to stay in this dark room.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to continue to, own your loss.
Yeah.
Own your mistake and then fail forward.
Come on.
That's all you have to do.
Every entrepreneur that has ever lived that's doing something great right now has had multiple failures, kept multiple people doubting them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when they're in the thick of it,
Yeah.
it's like you really got to be like, okay, if I don't do what I'm trying to do, then my life looks the same. Nothing changes. Nobody around me changes. Nobody around me is inspired. Whatever situation we're in, we're gonna stay in. There you go. That's the thing that kept me with a winning mindset, bro.
Right.
Because I'm like, I already don't like how my life is going right now.
Right.
But if I stop this, it's not gonna get no better.
There you go. What I'm saying? And if you continue to this sit there and you got to weather the storm.
Yeah, there it is.
Go through it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, I run tour storms. So I'm gonna give y'all some tips.
Come on.
Let's talk about, I don't know, 3 mindset hacks. These are off the cuff. So in my head, one mindset hack is always tell yourself you're a champion.
Come on.
Right? And whatever words of encouragement, look yourself in the mirror and realize that you are the only person in the way of your own success. Right? So giving yourself that self-encouragement, step number 1. Right? Step number 2, try to do something different every single day to break your routine. Right? And what I mean by break your routine, I used to get up every single morning when I used to go to work. I used to get up at 6 o'clock, be in the office by 0700.
Yeah.
Right? And when I left the government, I said, okay, what is going to be my new routine? I was so used to getting up, get dressed, shaving, comb my hair, all that this stuff, go to work. And now that I'm working for myself, if I don't have a routine, I can get comfortable. I don't want to get comfortable.
Right.
So opposed to me getting up at 6, I started getting up at 5. Right? I got up an hour early.
Come on.
Why? To make myself uncomfortable. And not only did I do that, I created my own little routine. So I started looking at like holistic health and things like that. Y'all know I don't like medicine. I don't want to rabbit hole with y'all, but
Yeah.
I believe in a lot of those. I do mushrooms, like psychedelics, but like, turkey tail, with lion's mane, things like that for my mind. With wild lettuce, for pain. Whole other conversation. Yeah, I'm partnered with farmers and stuff. I gotta tell you about that.
Yeah.
But I take a lot of like natural herbs and stuff from my body. And so when I get up in the morning, I do this little remedy where I put a bucket of ice water on the counter, right? And I let it get super cold, and then I just dip my face in it for like 15 seconds, 20 seconds. As soon as I get up, I'm like, my blood is flowing.
Yeah.
I'm super awake. I don't need no coffee. I'm off to the gym. I'm at the gym. I'm getting my weightlifting in. I'm getting my physical in. I'm making myself feel stronger.
Right.
The whole time, I'm making myself feel superhuman. So when it's time to conquer the markets in the day, you can't touch me, man. You're like a super saiyan. You ready? I feel like a super saiyan.
Literally.
Win or lose. If I lose, I'm like, bet. I'm doing a 2-a-day at the gym because the gym is where I go and get my motivation. Right? That's where I go and get my energy at. It gives me some kind of a like boost of honest testosterone. It's like, I'm feeling myself. I can conquer anything.
Yeah.
I took a loss, but watch what I do next. Because that gives you the hope. And then step number 3, which is the most important one, bro, you gotta spend time with your Lord and Savior.
Come on.
This is something that, again, That's really the number one, right? You know what I mean? Because the number one thing, I always pray when I get up, right? Before I move, I'm crossing up and I'm praying. Yeah. I even cross up before I trade. Like, yeah, that's my routine. You know how LeBron James will go, he'll put like the powder, he'll do like that, right? Well, when I go to the office to trade, the first thing I do is I cross up. I'll be like, Lord, you know, put me in the right mindset to take these trades and actually be a good steward of the money that I have access to.
Yeah.
You see what I'm coming from? So those are like my three tips of daily mindset shifts, because a lot of people, they get stuck in the mindset of like failure or after failure.
Right.
And then you get to the point where I got to go dump on somebody. Like, you know, when you got that friend or a couple friends that want to just come vent and all they do is vent, there's never a positive situation.
You not like, hey, I'm just maintaining person. If you hit me up or I hit you up and that's all you ever do is maintain, I don't want to be around.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Listen, from what I get from what you're saying is do today what others don't so you can live like others can.
That part.
Bro, most of people not willing to get up early in the morning. That's a start of a winning mindset.
That's it, bro.
If your normal routine is to get up at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, whatever, right before, 20 minutes before work and all that, right? Like, you're going to stay lagging behind.
There you go.
I told people a long time ago, I said, I'm going to start getting up and getting more done before you get up. By the time you get up, I can actually go take a nap.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? My day is already done. Yeah, especially when you throw the trade in the mix, bro.
Exactly.
I told the students the other day, I said, really, it only take me like 15 minutes to trade. I said, I just be on here with an hour for y'all, because that's what y'all paying for. I'm deserted. So I'm lagging. I'm just, hanging around. But 15 minutes, I'm back. I could be back in the bed. You know what I'm saying? Chill out. You know what I'm saying? And that's the benefit of that. Like Usain Bolt. He said, I've trained, 10 or 15 years to run
Run one. Yeah.
a few seconds.
To run 4.
No, I said, yeah. I trained that long to run that short. Yeah, and boom.
Yep.
Same thing with us. We went through all of this. Yeah, now we can trade 15 minutes and be done.
See, a lot of people are not satisfied with what they're getting.
Right.
So they either, like, I'm gonna use trade again, right? Like, people don't realize $300 a day keeps the 9 to 5 away. This is the reason I say that.
Chase like chasing the bag.
Chasing the bag. It's like when you over trade, and we all do it. I make mistakes as well. I don't. Sometimes you lose your emotion and you don't have the discipline. But it's like when I count up how many times I've had a big loss, it's been 3 in the last 16 years.
Wow.
16 years. A friend of mine, right, had to tell me, bro, I've been knowing you and watching you trade for a long time. And this is the third time he came to me I was like, crazy, you right. And so of course you gotta beat yourself up for a little bit when it happens, right? I went on 4-day non-sleep, bro. Managing trades, right? Dug a hole, got in too deep.
Yeah.
My wife had to say, hey, it's a wrap. Right? And a lot of people don't admit that. A lot of people don't like to admit a bad side of trading because they like to hide behind the glitz and the glam and the social media.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, I may lose some followers or losing. I don't care about followers.
Yeah.
I don't care about being popular. What I care about is providing value to people to help them have a change in their life and see success.
Bro, this is what most people don't realize.
Period.
The vulnerability attracts more people. But transparency attracts way more people. Because human life. Somebody tell you, bro, I'm glad you show your losses.
Yeah.
The first time I showed them all this, said, dang, bro, you're not a robot.
A robot.
You know what I'm saying? You actually take losses like the rest of us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even when I got on the Zoom call and I had a bad week, they was like, dang, you actually take. I'm like, yeah. I said, it happens, bro. Then the next week we up. So it's like, that's good that Goofy were able to see that stuff.
Yeah.
Because most people, they only show the highlights.
There you go.
And it's like, bro, I know your life ain't that perfect.
Nah, bro.
Bro, I done heard some stories and you have too.
Yes.
It looks great. But then we get calls or we hear it from others, somebody else like, bro, like, man,
Bro, they lying.
they're not chewing the L, bro.
Yup.
And it's like, dang, I would never have thought.
You would never think it because social media has really messed up people's mind.
Facts.
And this is why we want to talk about mindset. Because as an entrepreneur or anybody, here's the deal. An entrepreneur does not mean you have to have no 9 to 5 and you have to be this full-time guy that's doing all these cool things. An entrepreneur is somebody that believes in themselves and tries to do something outside of the norm. That's what entrepreneurship is in my mindset, as far as my definition. So when I had my 9 to 5, I was still an entrepreneur. I was just a part-time,
Right.
and that's okay. I was still doing things. I was making more money as an entrepreneur than I was making my 9 to 5.
No, bro. The reason for, like, most of the time there's nothing wrong with the job. The main thing wrong with the job is that they overwork and underpay.
That part.
Right? A lot of people like their job. They just not getting paid enough.
I get paid enough.
So if you got a side hustle or something else that's bringing in the income to make you happy, like the homie Jeremy, his name is Jeremy, ironically, he made some good money on Ford. I think he made like $300. And I said, now you can go to work happy with a good attitude. You know what I'm saying? Because now you don't necessarily need
There you go.
this money right here. Like, you made the money and you good, so now you gonna go to work with a more positive attitude.
Exactly.
It's crazy. So
That's true, man. And that's the thing. Like, when it comes to having a positive mindset, it starts with you believing in you, right? And once you can conquer that part, and here's the deal. Like, I tell people, like, there'll be days where I'll go for like weeks and I don't shave. I look like a werewolf, right? Yeah, you remember? Yeah, back in the day. Yeah,
that's when you trade the best.
that's when I trade. Like, when I'm in my role, but I ain't shaved in weeks, right? Just know I'm zoned in.
Oh, yeah.
I'm working on something, right? I'm in the lab, right? And people don't understand, like, you gotta put yourself in that comic book of making yourself the superhero of it. Like, I'm the superhero in my world. Literally. In my world, bro, you can't tell me nothing. I have a whole anime character in my own head, bro. It's like, people are like, Los, you got a problem. No, I believe in myself. I believe in myself. And when you believe in yourself, can't nobody tell you that you can't do something.
Like, bro, ain't it funny though that, like, back then when we had big ideas, people laughed at it.
Boy.
They didn't really believe. But now we have a big idea. Everybody believe now.
And then it came to reality.
Bro, it's so funny. Like, when we went to this Dallas mansion. I don't know if you saw that vlog, but it was like 7,000 square feet.
I mean, I've seen that one. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And somebody was like, hey, man, if I post this, they ain't gonna believe me if I post this on Facebook. But if y'all post it, they'll believe me. I said, yeah. He said, hey, they'll be like, you cap. Hey, he said, but if y'all post it, everybody be like, yeah. I said, but it's crazy that it's like, back then, same thing. If I would have posted it back then,
Right.
oh, that's just the Airbnb. But now when I post the Airbnb, if I don't say Airbnb, they're gonna assume it's mine, bro. If I post this stuff, they be like, oh, congratulations. I'm like, it's not mine.
It's like, hold on. But see, it's a fake trick. You're humble enough to do that because a lot of people that are at your team, they're influenced, they're capped. Bro, they're super capped. Like,
They're cap hard, bro.
I don't expose nobody. But, bro, it's been so many people that I've met on social media. Again, be careful who you meet on social media.
Fact.
Because social media is a facade. Everybody's life looks amazing.
Literally.
You know, and it's like, bruh, it's nice. Like, I tell people all the time, like, man, y'all go to Mexico all the time. I'm like, okay, yeah, we do. But do y'all know who my wife is? My wife will find the cheapest flight. Spirit, do you remember the boats here? No, you remember?
That Vegas vlog where she said who was in the car. I think I still remember. She said that she'll like make $3,000 stretch for 3 years. We just
Bro, yes. I've watched my wife hold on to $1,000 for a year. I'm like, how?
Right.
How? She go to the thrift store. People over here like, man, your wife, man, she be living. She be, man, what you get on Gucci? My wife got on vintage Target. Like, bro, she fire. It'd be fire, right? Because we're not those people, bro. You don't want to become that influence couple that's over here selling food gazing, right, bro? Like, I don't want to do that.
I love our bro, man. I love having you on my life, bro. I say that.
I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? Because you teach me a lot, bro. You really do. Now, I teach you stuff, you teach me stuff. But just that on that aspect, because, like, you could have been house broke. Like, you had the brand to go get something crazy.
Yeah.
But no.
Not doing
You know what I'm saying? It's not worth my freedom. Because now, if you get something too crazy,
Yeah.
now you gotta work to get that thing.
You become a slave to it. And that's why I say, like, bro, okay, for example, when I bought the C8,
Yeah.
like, I got roasted up, not even by just y'all. Like, y'all got me too. But bro, everybody that knew me was like, bruh, man, you could have bought the Lambo. What'd you get the McLaren? What'd you know? This is what I can afford.
Fact.
But bro, I watch you trade, Moses.
Yeah.
I see the kind of. No, you don't understand. My travel budget is a lot bigger
Come on.
than my living in my car. My here's the deal. I'm not here to put money in liabilities.
Right.
I'm here to invest money in asset and memories and experience. Memories and experiences, man.
Lord.
That is what makes me and my wife happy. So we went to Mexico, man. Don't quote me, but I think it was at least 15 to 16 times in 22.
Yeah.
We went crazy.
Yeah.
And people were on our heads about it.
Yeah.
But they didn't realize what we were doing. The only thing they thought was they just out here traveling and turning up. We've been working on stuff out there. You know, I ain't gonna put it out there too much, but it's coming, right? But this is the deal. Also, the experiences,
Yeah.
the relationships, the people I met, bro. I got my own driver out there now. Anything I need, he got me. I got a few people at the hotels that know me my name. When they shoot me to, hey, look, we got this cool event coming up. Y'all should come. I give y'all room for 50, 60% off now because we made those connections. We made friends in these countries. You see what I'm saying? This is what makes us happy. Come in. This is what enhances our mindset.
Bro, this is what I'm saying about mindset, bro. I love that because this mind is very, very powerful, bro. And I don't think people really realize how powerful it is, bro. Thoughts become things, bro. And if you like,
It's so big.
just
so big.
just the house we went to on the 5 acres, right?
Yep.
The whole time I was out there,
Yeah.
I ain't in my house, bro. But I'm thinking about how to pay for the house. With the house.
Right.
Like all this land. Oh, I could do this. I could host a show. I could host car shows here. I could host a carnival. I could host this. It'll pay for all of this. I'm thinking that in my head, but I ain't it's Airbnb. but that's the mindset.
Putting it out there.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, okay, if I had 5 acres, I would do this. I would do, oh, cool. This would be dope. Oh, I host an event here. Weddings, wedding venue, wedding events. Like
In that barn.
that barn, bro.
I hope y'all seen this vlog.
Bro.
I watched it last
Yeah.
Me and Mikey watched it last night.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Bro, you know what? Another thing I thought about?
Yeah.
I said, dang, bro, those had 5 acres.
I did.
You did.
I had it.
If it wasn't in the wrong,
If it was not in that spot it was in, man. Oh my God. We would have.
they know the story.
I don't think.
Nah, I've been told the story.
I'll tell. I had no problem telling the story,
bro.
So here's the story. I'm talking like so I bought 5 acres. What was that? Probably back in 2021, 2022. I think. Yeah, a couple years back. And let me take this sale. Yes, I trade. I trade for real. Come on. But so I bought this 5 acres in an area called Choctaw. And man, it was a blessing. Like we had plans. We were gonna do the concept that I'm still planning on doing. But I ain't gonna tell you all of it.
Yeah. Was it all that? Did it already have a house on it?
It already had a house on it. It was a little bitty, like terrible burn. It was a burn down there. Yeah, so we bulldozed it. I partnered with the company. They bulldozed the house and they made me a 2-acre trail within the wooded area, right? So I made a pad for about 1.5 acres, and I had 2 acres that were designated for a walking trail.
Sure.
We're gonna asphalt that trail, make it a whole experience. We're gonna build a barnuminium out in the back for a wedding venue, and then we're gonna build some other stuff that I ain't gonna talk about.
Right.
But y'all gonna know about it eventually. Cause y'all gonna take part in this. We're gonna make some people some money.
Oh, yeah.
Not just us, right? But this 5 acres was beautiful, man. It was only 3 other houses on that street. 3 other houses. And at the time, it's right by my base. So I was still employed. So I was like, well, I was on my way out. But I didn't think I was gonna leave. You know,
Right.
I was still there. But when I got it, I said, man, this is gonna be our legacy.
Yeah.
Right here. The next day, we get over there. We're checking on the guy that was doing the pad, making sure everything's getting ready. We're actually surveying everything, making sure things are good.
Yeah.
So we're about to start, getting our lumber pack and start building. And the neighbor comes out. He had a canine with him, and he walks out. And he walking towards the fence, like we see him from afar. He has his own. Every lot had 5 acres. Okay, so he's walking from way out. Yeah, I see this person. I'm like, oh, I'm not. So I wait. I'm like, yo, that must be the neighbor. He gonna introduce himself.
Yeah.
He walks about maybe 300 yards away from me, and it's a flagpole he's at.
Yeah.
Right. He looks at me, and he turns around, and he clips something to the pole, and then I started seeing him raising it. It was a Confederate flag.
That's crazy.
Right in front of me and my wife and the gentleman that was helping us. And the guy that was helping him, he was like, and I'm like, no.
Right. Ain't no way.
Ain't no way. We sold that land. Right. My wife said, no. There's no way I'm gonna be staying here because at that moment I was still traveling back and forth to Pentagon, and I was really busy with government stuff. And there's no way I could leave my wife at home next door to just blatant racist.
Right.
So I'm saying that land was not for us.
So
Right? So I bought the land for $150 for 5 acres. And this is a decent, really good area. That same land is worth like 400 to 500.
yeah, I'm about to say. Yeah.
We sold the land. I ain't gonna say how much I sold it for, but I made a bag. So but when I sold it. So God is good. It still worked out in my favor. You know, and so that same money, I kept that money, I reinvested into some more assets, and I bought more assets with it. And the plan is still the same plan. It's just delayed.
Come on.
The plan is still the plan.
Just let you get a little
Delayed.
Let you get a
He gave me a taste. He said, "Hey, you can do this,
right.
but I'm gonna give you more." So I know there's more coming.
Right.
You ever seen the meme when the little girl has the little bitty tore up teddy bear, and God is like he's holding it, and behind his back he has this huge, brand new teddy bear.
Yep.
Same concept.
Come on.
I know that the huge blessing is on the way.
It's on the way.
It may not happen tomorrow, next year, but it's gonna happen as long as I stay focused.
It's gonna happen next year.
Hey, I claim it too. I claim it too. Comment. Because the thing is, man, like God don't like ugly, and that same person is a miserable person. You know what I'm saying? Like we still got racist people in this world,
Right.
Like that's evident more now than ever. Again, that's a mindset thing too, because what you teach your kids
Yeah.
is what they're going to teach their kids.
That's
This called a generational curse. I'm like, this is common sense. Why do people not get that? So if your parents are teaching your kid, like for example, I know you're teaching your kids financial literacy.
100%.
I know you are, because it wouldn't be no other way.
Come on.
Right? And because guess what? You broke the generational curse. I'm assuming you're the first one that did financial literacy, just like me. Guess what? You're the black sheep in the family. So it's your job. It's your job to have the perfect mindset.
Facts.
Not just perfect, but the most perfect it can be to be able to delegate and teach the people what they need. Just like you do now. You're teaching communities. I look up all the time, I see your stories that people are making money. People are working with me, making money on different products that I've launched in the past. New products that I got coming. People can make money from it. The whole goal is everybody should be able to win.
Come on. Everybody eat.
Everybody eats beat.
Everybody needs to be. Another thing that helps mindset. I let a quote that says, "You eat what you speak, so watch your mouth." Ooh, you know what I'm saying? Life and death lies in the power of the tongue.
Yeah, buddy.
That's the Bible.
Yep.
Watch what you say out of your mouth. I did not realize how negative people are, bro, until I hear them talk about stuff. And it's the craziest thing. Like, I'll see a Lambo and I'll be like, "Oh, that's dope. I wonder what they do. I wonder." Somebody else will see it and say, "Oh, them rich people, they could have gave to the poor. They don't know what they doing with them. Like what they doing. They spent all that money on a car. They should have gave it to the poor. I hate rich people. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, people are rich, they evil, blah, blah. Like all this negative connotation about wealth. Bro, think about this. If you was in a relationship and you told your wife how much you didn't like her, how much you didn't want to be around her, how much, like, would she stick around?
Bro, no.
Exactly. She ain't got money.
Exactly.
It's not going to stick around. It's not going to even come to you. He's right around you.
Right out attractive. Like, and again, it's like when you have an ugly mindset,
Come on.
you have an ugly outer pause,
Man.
you know, because like nobody wants to be around that person that's always just like, oh, I mean,
Right. I mean, whatever life gives me. No, man.
nah, bruh. I believe in my heart. I believe this in my heart. When people are sitting there and they're praying for what they want in life,
Yeah.
and they're saying, God is not answering my prayers. No, God already answered your prayers.
Did.
God answered your prayers in the most obvious way possible. He gave you the tools. He gave you the tools.
Ooh, can I jump in?
Please.
There.
Please.
Bro, Dr. Miles Monroe,
Yeah.
he said he was talking to a lady and she was talking about how she wanted to make money.
Yeah.
And he said, "Okay, what do you have?" He said, "I have nothing." He said, "Do you have a house?" She said, "Yeah." He said, "Do you have a stove?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "Why you ain't got no money?" She said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "You better bake some cookies
Hey.
and sell them.
There you go.
You better bake some plates and start selling. Like, you got resources. Just like I said, the tool. You got tool. You can everywhere. You just not use them."
You're not using them because you're not paying attention.
Yeah.
Like when I sit back and I say, just like you said, entrepreneurship, like you have to be in the mindset of like, I may not be able to pay my mortgage next month. I may not be able to pay my bills, my cell phone next month if I don't do X, Y, and Z. So I work the best under pressure. It's kind of weird. I work the best under pressure. When I lose in the market or I have a bro, I had 2 big losses this year, right? 2 big losses. That last split toss I did, right? I didn't have to tell nobody that, but I wanted to. Yeah, I wanted people to know, bro, there's not always upside in real estate either. Like there's always something that can happen. What I was supposed to make no less than about 32 to 40K on that flip house. I ended up only making 7. And bro, I still have a line of credit I have to pay off.
Yep.
Right? Because I use OPM to do the flip. Right? And so I had to pivot to get the W though. So people, when they look at it on a piece of paper, they say, okay, Los was supposed to make 40. He made 7. He's still down. Not necessarily, right? Not necessarily, because not only did I make the 7, I also let me give the whole formula, okay? The individual that ended up buying the house bought it as the owner finance property. Okay. Right? We listed it within 24 hours, had an offer, full price offer.
Yeah.
I had it online for about $20,000 less because I wouldn't get no bites. So when I took it off of the MLS and I put it up as an owner finance, I took the price back to where it started, $379. Got a full price offer. The actual individual couldn't afford to pay the full down payment of $31,000 up front. So I said, what could you afford? This is somebody that is looking for a home for their family. Yeah, 3 beautiful kids coming from a different area. And I'm like, you know what? I feel good about this. I'm gonna bless these people. But yeah, they said I can only put up half, but give me 8 months to pay the rest. Bet. This is a win-win at this well, because now the individual gets in the house without a lot of stress. Right? They get in the house without a lot of stress. Then they have time to pay the rest of the down payment later. Yeah. And on top of that, they're gonna, if they hold the house for 30 years, that same $379, look at the amortization.
Yeah.
Bro,
I'm gonna fire
$700-some-thousand on the house. You think I did wrong?
Come on.
Bro, I have a long-term win. Now, let's say, for example, they pay it off early, which I would applaud that.
You don't have balloons like yours, do you?
No. Okay. No balloons, no arms, no nothing. Straight fixed.
Wow.
Interest, right?
That probably ain't over.
No.
It depends on who's it. You can control that when you buy it.
You can control that.
When it's yours.
Correct.
Most it's yours. Okay.
Like with me, I always like fixed.
Yeah.
30-year fixed. Right?
That's what I want to do, but
Yeah, taxes always fluctuate, but
long term, John.
yeah, you want long term. You want to know what your payment's gonna be this year.
Because I keep hearing 5-year balloons. I'm like,
You don't want that. You don't want to look up in 5 years and your mortgage go about 5 years. So quick, bro, real quick. And so what I did, bro, I looked up. I said, okay, if he ends up selling his property in where I ain't gonna say where he's from, right? He's gonna go ahead and pay out the house and refi it to his own mortgage. Now I make 31. Because he still owes me that. That's on contract.
all right.
Plus the equity. Remember, I finished that house for $274.
Yeah.
I sold it for $379. Do the math.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I make 31 plus that gap of equity in between if they decide to pay it off early.
Right.
But if they hold it for a little longer, do you think the comps are gonna go up or down? In that, come on, bro. Then the area they're in, it's a very ritzy area, it's very nice. It's only going up. The longer they hold the owner finance, the better it is for me. Because again, there's wealth, and then there's having riches.
Right.
I don't want riches.
Right.
Riches is just like that. You know, like quick, right? You can get quick money all day.
Literally.
Quick money's fun. Don't get it twisted. But long-term wealth, that's where it is. I want to be able to wake up and say, I don't have to do nothing.
Bro, it's the craziest thing. I saw, it was probably like 3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah.
You know, the street interviews, the people who go around asking people, say, bro. So they came across this girl. What was it dude? It was a girl or a dude, one of them, but it was like, what do you do for a living? I said, nothing. My parents do all of it. And they was grown as heck, bro. It was like nothing.
Really?
And they said, that must be like, what did your parents do? And I forgot what they did, but they was just like, we got generational wealth, so I don't really have to do much of anything, but I'm just like, and they said, you happy with that? I said, yep, my wife's great. I travel, I do their own. I said, wow.
Trust fund. Real wealth, bro. But see, here's the deal. People will clown about that.
Fact.
Oh, you're a silver spoon. Oh, you're a trust fund baby. I wish I was.
Come on.
Oh my God. And guess what? I want to make sure my nephews are. Bro, I'm setting them up. They don't even know it. Bro.
Yeah.
They have no idea.
Set them up so cold.
I'm setting them up so cold, bro. When they get older, are they gonna look up and say, "Oh, uncle, I ain't gotta work"?
Mm.
No, unless you want to.
Right.
Unless you want to. You're gonna have inheritance.
Yep.
You're gonna have infinite banking. You're gonna have a stock portfolio. You're gonna have a crypto portfolio.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You're gonna have assets. You get where I'm coming from? Like, these are the type of things that should be done. And this is the type of stuff that we've been deprived
People don't know. They want to get it out the mud story.
I don't
Everybody testimonial don't gotta be,
No.
oh, I was shot 3 times and I was on food stamps. And now I finally made, like, we don't have to have
They
that.
gotta do all that, bro.
Like, why not
Right.
grow up
Yeah.
with the wealth? Like,
What's wrong with that story?
oh, why not? Oh, I gotta come from the hood for you to respect me. Like, no, bro. Don't nobody want to keep going.
It don't, right. And that's the thing, bro. A lot of people feel in their heart that they want to, even motivational speakers say it, you gotta write the story. The story ain't gonna be as impactful. Like, you gotta get the story, you get a handout. No, here's the deal. If somebody came to me today and said, hey, I'll give you millions, I'll give you $1 million, right? To just invest in real estate for me. And you can keep 30% of whatever you make. People will look at that, oh, that's a handout. No, that's not a handout. That's a come up.
Right.
Like, that's a come up. Well, guess what? That happens every day.
Because you still gotta do the work.
You still got to do the work. It happens every day. People don't even realize they can go and find hard money lenders to give them hundreds of thousands of dollars to do the work they don't want to do. That's how I made my relationships. I just call people. Bro. Hey, look, my name is Los. Hey, man, I've been in real estate. This when I first started, bro, I didn't have no capital. I was going around, I was talking to people at my job. Hey, man, look, I'm about to start something.
Right.
Bro, I was going to different coworkers. We had a thing called 5 Rings.
Yeah.
Right. We made up a little group. It was a bunch of my old coworkers, man. We all went to an office, and they were in my office. Closed the door. My generals and my colonels, they probably see this. I don't care. I won't for y'all no more.
Right.
But they thought we was having meetings. They thought I was meeting about work.
Right.
Bro, I was in there building something. I was like, yo, this is what we gonna do. And everybody had ideas. Everybody had a mission to bring an idea to the table, right? So all 5 of us, it was 5 of us, 5 Marines. Everybody had to bring an idea every single week, right? So everybody bring an idea, and we had these masterminds from 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock. So an hour of our lunch and an hour on the clock.
Right.
But everybody else, it was funny because a lot of people that was in that meeting, they were actually higher ranking than me, where I was the lowest ranking one. Right, I wasn't a supervisor at this. I wasn't even a lead at
Right. Okay.
and so we're in these meetings, we're talking. Somebody had an idea about, I was already doing real estate at that time.
Yeah.
But I wasn't really talking about it because I didn't think Mike was really interested in making $300 a month on a rental property. It wasn't no money for them. So we came up with an idea about ATMs, right? It was, I forgot the young lady. I ain't gonna say her name because, again, she's, I was leaving at that. But this young lady had an idea about maybe we should look into ATMs. And I was like, I like that.
Yeah.
This is turnkey. Let's see what's up, right? Everybody got serious. Everybody started putting their money up.
Right.
I did the research to find out how much ATM was at the time. The ATM company I went with, they were I want to call them Jim Mega, some no corp. It was one of those weird. It was a weird name, but they were like $2,700. It was the ATM, and I was like, yo, if we all go in and we divide that money, 5 ways, we can get our first ATM. We go. I built the business plan. I do it all the grunt work. I'll get the lowest man on the totem pole, the lowest ranking in the room. I get all the grunt work.
Right.
I built everything out. Cut it in. Hey guys, this is what the investment is. The guy said we can get on the 1-year term. We can lease the actual ATM. Blah 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 blah. Everybody backed out.
Wow.
They all backed out. I said, what? So I called a guy. I said, hey, everybody backed out. He said, can you do it? I said, I don't have the money. He said, what if I lease you the ATM and you pay me I think it was like $250 a month for the ATM?
Yeah.
I took a chance on myself.
Boy.
I got the ATM.
Bet on yourself.
I bet on myself. I took that ATM. I placed it at ICE. Shout out ICE Event Center and Grill. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Mark, RP, Ray Brown, man. And but I took it out to ICE. The ATM was making me about $300 to $400 every month. And I was like, yo,
Yeah.
this ain't bad. Now, only thing that kind of was scary because I would have to go in there and fill it up.
Right.
I didn't have anybody to fill it up. I didn't know nothing about runners and you can get operators. I didn't know none of that until a couple years back. Yeah. And so then I said, okay, this was running. It's doing good. I'm gonna go set up another one. Set up another one at this other little bar lounge. Now I'm making about $700, $800, $1,000 a month. And then I learned about interchange fees. Started negotiating those. Started making more money. So now I'm looking up. I got $1,000, ATM situation. Put your hand at $1,000 a month.
Right.
All I gotta do is scale now, right? But again, I didn't know what I was doing. I was still being the one walking around with the money, going in and loading it. People looking at me, hey, Los, yo, you own the ATM? Nah, bro, nah. You can't be walking around with 10, 20 grand in your pocket, loading the ATM, you hope they might gonna follow you around.
Right.
So my wife at the time, she was my girl, she was like, this ain't it, this ain't it. So we stopped it. You fast forward, bro. I know a buddy now, man, that owns 11,000 ATMs between New York, North Carolina, Dallas, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Right? I met him through the network. And bro, when I found out how much he was making, and what I should have done in the first place
Right.
was hire operators and people to manage it so I can be hands-free.
Yeah.
Again, my mindset was not where it needed to be.
Yeah.
But boy, is it now.
Boy, hey, it'll be what the thing is, though. What I did get from that is that your mindset was there initially.
Yeah.
Because you took the chance on yourself.
100%.
And it reminds me of a guy that bought an Escalade when he said he only had enough for a down payment. He didn't really have too much money coming in, but he wanted to bet on himself to do it. He said he got the Escalade. He only had enough for the down payment. He didn't even have enough to pay it monthly. Which sounds very stupid.
Yep.
But sometimes you got to bet on yourself. Yes. He said he drove around to different hotels and stuff like that. And he was dressed up.
Yeah.
And he said one guy was like, do you have a chauffeur service or something like that? He said, nah, I don't. And he said, he went home, he said, I should start a chauffeur service. So he said he had to print up some business cards. He was driving around all the hotels. He was just handing out business cards. He said he started getting phone calls. And then he started his own chauffeur service with one. Then other people wanted to do it. Then other people wanted to invest to get him another one. And it just popped off like that. And it's like, then he was able to pay for that one, pay for the other one over time because he bet on himself. So it's just like that mindset of like, I'm gonna make it work, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to. You got to, because most people don't even take that initial leap.
No.
You know what I'm saying? They too scared. They too scared in this life. You can't play it safe.
No.
You gotta get out there and jump, or you'll never know how far you can fly.
You never know.
If you don't take the jump.
And people are so programmed right now where it's like people are so focused on what they're seeing on TV or social media that they're stagnant, bro.
Ain't watch the news for no.
Bro. I literally, when I watch the news, it upsets me.
For real.
It upsets me because I look at it and I'm just like, oh, y'all fell for that too, huh?
Boy, it's all negative.
Like it's all negative.
Fear tactics and everything.
It's all fear mongering. It's like, are we really gonna like believe all of it? Like seriously? Like it's sad.
Bro, I thought the world was in 10,000 times. You know me. I know. I watched them. Bro, rabbit hole, jump in the bunkers. Yeah, like they throw on the ground down, right.
But here's the deal: you will never know the time, the day,
Right.
minute, or the second.
Right.
And it's like you gotta walk by faith and not by sight.
Facts.
That's why, like, I don't get caught up with just scrolling on social media.
Yeah.
I don't get caught up in, I gotta stay in the algorithm.
Yeah.
That ain't who I am. Like, that's not what I'm here for. Like, when I'm in my zone and I'm grinding, then I'm sharing. Right?
Yeah.
If I'm grinding, I don't want to share something, this shit, I'm not gonna share it. Oh, were you gonna jump out the algorithm? I don't care. That ain't
Bro, because at the end of the day, God is the one who controls our lives, bro. He already has our destiny. It's real, bro. That's why I tell you, I could take 2 years off YouTube, and if it's what God wants me to do,
It'll be right back to
it's gonna be right back to normal. When I'm sad, He gonna give me the idea to get right back in the algorithm.
Yeah.
And it's gonna pop. Be right there. You know what I'm saying?
And that's how I look at it, bro. I'm looking at my wife right now. My wife, super introvert.
Yes.
Super introvert. But all of a sudden, bro, she broke out of her shell. And now she's starting to see, like, she's like, yo, I love what I'm doing now.
Taking off.
And it's taken off. And I've seen her become an overnight success, literally, even though, like, people don't see, like, when I say overnight, I ain't talking about yesterday to today. I'm talking about, I watched this girl grind, and then finally implement an attack.
Bro, okay, let's talk. Since we talking mindset,
Yeah.
How many things have you saw her try before things took off with whatever she put on?
Oh man, a lot, a whole lot, bro. Like she had swimwear line. She did the Jazz by Fit, the fitness stuff. She did the boot camps. She did the Herbalife thing with me. You know, it's a lot of different things. Man, the thing is, bro, like she never failed because she never quit.
Exactly. That's the mindset.
You feel me? She had the mindset. Go figure something out. Figure somewhere out. And it's like, yo, I'm gonna use a quote a buddy of mine used to always use, bro. Either it's gonna work or it's gonna work.
Right.
Shout out Marcus, man. Yeah, like that was his quote. And I heard, I was like, oh, right. Because that's something that when you get to the point of like no return,
Right.
like it's no going back. It's like, bro, it's kind of like you ever play what's that video game? Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Where like you gotta back into the old Mortal Kombat. You fight one person, you go to the next. You know, to the next. And you keep going to the next. But you're getting failures.
Right.
You're getting beat up. You're getting fatalities. But you still Scorpion still come back.
Right.
And be like, get over here. Right. And eventually you'll win because only thing you're doing is getting practice.
Right.
And you're getting better. So now you know the moves of every other component you're going up against. Hope they caught that. Understand that this is not checkers, man. This is all checkers. Like when you start to look at different things, it's like in anything you do in real estate. People look at real estate. Okay, I want to own my own house. That's one aspect of real estate, right? I have a different one. I want to be able to buy a house that's a piece of trash and has equity, but I can own.
Yep.
And I will move in that house. And people will be like, man, Los and Jared must have fell off, man. They moved in this 800 square foot house that in the hood.
Yeah.
And they sold, they ain't got the vet, they ain't got the Lincoln, bro, everything go.
Yeah.
Bro, not knowing that I did it on purpose. Bro, I don't mind staying down for 2 years to come up for the rest of my life.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? Because people have placed so many levels of success in people's heads, and what success looks like for them or not. Success is not having no rollie and no big chain and a bunch of nice cars and a bunch of nice houses. What have you done for other people?
Right.
What have you given back to the people around you that you see struggle?
Bro, it's
So see what I'm saying? That's success.
at Rent-A-Center, renting furniture, renting everything on the debt, going into debt to make it look like they got it.
Yeah.
It's crazy work, bro.
It's crazy work, bro.
And it's like you ain't got the right people around you.
No, because you got the people around you are influencing you the wrong way.
Come on, man.
It's just that simple. For life, you are, they always say birds of a feather fly together. So if you show me 3 drunks and you're hanging around them,
Yeah.
you'll be the 4th.
Fact.
If you show me 3 crackheads, you gonna be the 4th.
Fact.
You see what I'm saying? If you show me 3 millionaires and you hang around there, best to leave. You're gonna be me.
Literally, bro. It's just I told one of the homies the other day, I said, bro, the reason why you stand in the position you're in because you're on Facebook. Because everything you see on there
It's local.
So you can't even think outside the box because your whole feed is everything that's going on in the city.
Yes.
And that's all you see all day long.
Yeah.
I said, bro, what helped me is I got off there, I got on Instagram and I follow nothing but entrepreneurs, success, $1 million houses,
Yeah.
car pages, like stuff that I actually wanted to achieve. Right. That's all I see every day. So my mindset is on abundance all day, all the time. Yours is on what's going on in the city.
There you go.
So that's the difference, bro.
And you see people, man. I see people in the city now to this day, bro.
Mm-hmm.
All they do is talk about negative stuff.
Come on, bro.
I'm like, why are we talking about this? I don't even, bro. When I go on Facebook, I go on there, see what my mama doing, my brother doing. I'm off.
That's the thing. You got to a point, like even me, I got to a point where I could actually get back on there now.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't even affect me now. Yeah, because I got the light now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But back then, when I was trying to come up, oh, bro, crabs in the barrel.
Huge distraction.
Bro, how many people, when I posted about day trading back then, was calling it a scam? Like, or MCA, oh, a scam. Everything's a scam because they know me. I'm just Jay Hen. I'm the dancer or the photographer dude. Like, other than that, and then now it's like, now they look at me like a freaking icon.
Like, what just happened?
And I'm like, bro, it's some people in the city that I be around and they treat me as if they never met me before. And I went to school with them or I've been around them forever, but they like, I could tell that they're putting me up here. I don't know if it's so weird. Like, yeah, same person. That's crypto. It's on everybody, man, bro. And I'm like, bro, it's me, bro.
Yep. Like, well, you get those people, man, like, okay, I hate being interrupted at the gym.
Yeah.
But I'm in a mindset, bro, please. It's one guy that I always show love to. I forget, I ain't gonna say his name, but he's a good friend of mine. He be at the gym. He's the only person at the gym that I don't mind talking to. Because he'll walk up, hey, Los, I don't want to interrupt you, bro. Hey, I see what you did in the markets the other day. Hey, keep grinding, bro. Doing your thing.
So
And he walks off.
yeah.
Then you got those other people. Hey, bro. Hey, man, put me on, bro. Like, what's up, man? Hey, man. Hey, I'm still the same dude, man. Like, hey, what's up? Can I come to the crib? Like, put me on. Like, hey, that ain't how you get my attention.
That's just a waste of your time.
You no, because I've always been that nice guy that wouldn't mind helping people. And then you have those people that, like you said, people will come to you and like I know you get a lot. So I've been with this dude out of different countries. Like, yeah, I'm like, dang, boy, you missed the world wild, man. And that's beautiful, man. And now that like I get a little bit of it and I see it, I be like, yo, why you treat me? You know, hey man, you always too busy, Lo. You automatically, is he enough? Right. You automatically assume I don't have time for anything. You automatically assume that I'm just this different person.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, I be at the house like, anybody want to call me to go out? Like, bro, like I only hang out with you and Bobby. Like, all my old friends, like, bro, we hang out for football games and all that. Like, I got a few friends that we all still hang out. They still know it's still me. But you remember how it was? I had a lot of friends.
Bro, facts. And the crazy thing is like now when we doing everybody at work.
Yeah.
So it's like, dang, we can't hit nobody up no way.
My
That's how y'all get out. I'm already chilling with family. Or something got something else to do.
I'm going down taking a nap, man. That means, man, that's so real, man. But the thing is, man, like in anything you do, it's all about mindset.
Come on, bro.
Like it's all about it. Even in the career field, bro. Like this. If I ever went back to the government, and I wouldn't go back to the government here. Like it would never be in Oklahoma. Like
Right.
I thought about getting in politics at one point. You know, like I really did because I want to see change, bro. I really want to see change in this world.
Yeah.
And I'm hating what I'm seeing right now. Like it's sad. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but it's sad. But if I ever was to go back, bro, I know how to become an SES.
Yep.
I know how to become the top civilian in the government. You can't outwork me.
Yep.
You can't outthink me.
Yep.
You can't outsmart me. And you dang sure can't out-talk me. It ain't happening.
Yeah.
Like, I have that much confidence in myself. I don't care who you are, bro. I done walked in the rooms with 3-4-star generals, bro, and literally just took their attention. No problem.
I love it.
And they looking at me like, who is this little GS? You know, who is this guy? Why is he briefing me on, like, who is he from Oklahoma?
Right.
It's like, I'm him.
Yep.
I'm him.
Yep.
And I'm going to say that with confidence. And the thing is, when you start to believe in yourself
Facts.
and you also wear the body of the armor of God, bro, can't nobody touch you. It doesn't matter. Man, you took a loss the other day. It don't matter. I'm still him, bro. Because the fact that you took a loss in your mental and you didn't bounce back,
Right.
you failed and stayed down, bro. You said 1 through 10, you're out of there. What happened? I got up on the 4 count and I said, shook it off. I popped it. I stood up with my hands like hell high. My head hell high. Hey, what's up? Next opponent. Let's run.
That's one thing I learned about people when it comes to mindset is they will put all their insecurities
Yeah.
on you, all their failures on you, and try to make it seem like you can't do it or it can't get done, right? Because they tried and it didn't work.
There it is.
So it's like, bro, it's not
Not like that, bro. Like you gotta put yourself again when you have those bad days. You gotta have those friends. I'm coming to you. I'm coming to B. I'm coming to my other partner Calvin. I'm talking to people that I know that can relate to me.
yeah,
Right? People that can steer me in the right direction.
Right.
Because again, energy feeds energy. If you have a person around you, if you go to somebody, you say, hey man, I messed up, bro. I had a horrible day, man, in the markets or in real estate or in this econ brand I'm doing. Bro, it was bad. And that person says, dang, man, I hate to hear that. Man, you might as well go back to the job, bro.
Yeah.
Like, go get you some of that security again, man. They got benefits. Bro, that ain't the person you want to hang out with.
Right.
That ain't the person, bro. Because that person has said, on your dreams. He just put a thought on. He said,
They let you know when it get rough,
they're running. They out of there. When it gets rough, that's when you know who's really down, bro. That's when you know. It don't matter what it is. When it gets rough, if people believe in you, they gonna stick around through the bad times.
And they're not gonna sugarcoat it either.
They ain't gonna shoot.
They're gonna tell you the real.
They gonna tell you.
You gotta get your stuff together, bro.
Hey, you messed up.
Right.
You gotta fix it.
You gotta fix it.
Can't give up.
Can't bail you out. Can't do none of that. You gotta get it together, bro. That's just what it is, man.
100%.
I love it, bro. That mindset is everything, y'all ain't listening.
I'm telling you, man.
Mindset is everything. This is going to determine how far you go in life and how well you can sustain that life that you want. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
There you go.
that's it.
You gotta get into. There's one thing I think too is like I never really been a big book reader.
Right.
I have ADHD. I do. I have stress disorder. I have get all kind of stuff. Roll with this, right? You know, but I ain't gonna. Never mind. But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But things I've been through is what messed this up.
Right.
But also the things I've been through is what made this super strong. You feel what I'm saying? It made me really tap into a whole other side. You ever seen the movie Limitless?
I might have.
So if you have, I'll think so as you look at it. So Limitless is about this pill, right?
Okay.
This guy had an issue with like being productive. His girl left him.
Yeah.
He was basically failing in everything. He was an author. He was publishing a book or something.
Yeah.
For like a company, and he kept failing and failing and failing. He ended up running into his ex's brother. Yeah, that's his brother was like he was drugged up,
Right.
but he had this pharmaceutical type of drug that was like an experiment, and it was like this pill that basically cleared your mind and it made you perform at the highest level possible. You ever heard the term you only work off of 10% of your brain?
Yeah.
Do you believe that?
Do I believe you only work about 10%?
Do you believe?
I heard that men only think off one side of their brain and women use both.
Yeah, you heard that.
Yeah.
So you understand the analogy,
You're right. I get it.
Okay, so when it comes to the Limitless pill, what it did was it opened up the other 90%.
Got you.
So you think about people like Albert Einstein.
Okay.
You think about these geniuses that are popping up now. You don't see them on social media that much.
Right.
You don't see them on the news that much. It was a young lady that talked about that it was two siblings that had their they passed the bar at the age of like 14, 15. It was one of those, it was either the bar or the LSAT. It was one of those like really big tests.
Yeah.
And they passed it at the like not even at the age of like under 18 years old.
Wow.
And it's like, holy crap, why is it not being talked about?
Right.
Why is this kid not being studied? Like, what is going on with this person's mind that another person can't understand? Right? If I've been on a rabbit hole real deep, then I'll tell you that a lot of the stuff that messes up our minds is the food they're feeding us. But I ain't gonna go there right now. A whole new episode. Sure, like we ain't gonna talk about that. You know, like just go look at the back of a Fruit Loops box. Go look at the back of a loaf of bread at Walmart. Red 40. Let's talk about bioengineered ingredients. Why do I have a loaf of bread in my kitchen right now? I've been home for 5 months because I wanted to test it. And I wanted to see if there's no mold. Well, it hasn't yet. But the point of my story is this. Most people don't believe they can become geniuses. Most people don't believe they can tap into the other layers of their minds. All it takes is you just believing.
Literally.
That's it. Believing and starting to study you. Like, have you even studied yourself before? Have you just lifted in the mirror and said, what can I change about myself today? Like, what can I change today? That could be as simple as you saying, okay, I know I need a haircut, but I have to take the action to do a haircut.
Right.
It's that simple. It's the same concept. Oh, I know I need to learn how to invest my money in X, but I ain't gonna do it because I gotta take the first step.
Do you know how to become a billionaire?
100%.
Exactly.
It's just a matter of implementing steps. I'm implementing steps right now. Like, people don't see it. It's like, bro, I'm not shooting. You know what I'm really shooting? Oh, I want to be a multi-millionaire. It ain't about, here's the deal. The money's gonna come up.
It's gonna come. Man.
Here's the deal. Reverse engineer the word building, right? Reverse engineer it. Stop thinking about $1 billion. Stop thinking about $1 million. Let's start talking about $100 a day.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And if that works, let's see how we can compound on that. And then let's go find value. If I know for a fact that there's value in a product that I know can help people, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna invest my time into that product, right? That can provide massive value.
I think he will miss it, bro.
Bro, they always do.
It's like my brain just goes like this all the time. If you look at any billionaire or millionaire, they always got stuff in common, bro. All billionaires have employees.
Yep.
All billionaires have products.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? all billionaires have all like art and real estate and this, that, like they all like they got the same like start with the products, bro. You know, start with the, you know, the different ideas that can come off. And eventually, like once you scale to 10,000, you scale to 100,000.
Right.
The thing that's gonna get you to there is hiring more people
There you go.
to do more things that you can't do because you can't be everywhere at once.
There you go.
And then from there, boom, then okay, let me invest in assets, not just real estate, art,
There you go.
high-end cars,
There you go.
watches.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like all this stuff adds to your net worth. Like it's crazy, bro. It's like the blueprint is there,
Oh yeah.
but some people just too lazy to do it, or they don't believe that they can do it. That's the main thing. They don't
That's the
believe.
biggest thing. A lot of people don't believe in themselves.
Right.
And that's why I said it's so, to me, man, I feel like this podcast, man, is needed for a lot of people.
100%.
And it's not even just for the people, it's for us as well, because we're feeding off each other's energy too.
Yeah.
And it's like when I leave here, I'm like, oh man, I'm about to look into this, I'm about to look into that. Because the thing is, you get energy from people that are trying to get to the next level.
Yeah.
You do not get energy from people that are literally sitting on the red line of that charge.
Okay.
They're looking at their, like, literally that phone is like 2%.
Yeah.
So what do you think that person's gonna give you? 2%. Hey man, yo, I'm trying to mastermind. Let's go out to Broken Bow for the weekend, get everybody together, and let's go launch a business in literally 48 hours. Bro, you can't talk that talk to a person that's literally on E.
Right.
They're looking at you like, man, Lowe's, I just want an acre and a mule, bro. I'm just gonna watch the OU game this weekend.
You know what I'm saying? And all they might do is take. They not bringing nothing to you.
It's a tail.
And live
And
with
what
the
it's
sky ideas if you ain't got money.
something.
Bring God do this. Something to help me out in my business. There you go. That's how you can make more money. Like, bro, I seen this. You could do this or buy did this like this.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know how to set that up? I hire you on. You're saying that you are expert.
Make my life easier.
Exactly.
Like my wife literally, I'm watching her. I'm like, okay. I always tell her every morning, you got the juice now.
Oh yeah.
And she be looking at me like, shut up. I'll be like, yo, you do. Like, I'm watching what she's doing. So I'm over telling her, like, yo, this is what we need to do next. I'm giving her advice because she's coming to me saying, babe, okay, like, look at what I did. Look what I did. Let me show you how we could do even more. Yeah, let me try to make that even better. Let's hire somebody to do this so you ain't got to do it. Come on. I want you to focus on nothing but content.
That's it.
You feel me? Now, we gonna hire people to take care of all the infrastructure you need. That way you can just continue to do what you do best. It's like you don't burn out. And you don't burn out. That's what happens to most people, even myself. I was trying to do the content, build the product, right? I'm over here doing the marketing. I'm over here trying to reply to the emails, cancel people's requests, and you can't do all of that.
Right.
In order to run a business or a brand, you gotta have heads in certain departments. So in order to be able to say, I'm gonna focus on being the visionary, the CEO of this brand. So that way I can sit back and I give my people the vision, they execute, and I hold them accountable. That's true leadership.
Yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying?
Love that, bro.
100%.
I love that, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this podcast, man. Y'all, the mindset is everything, man. That's what we want to instill in y'all. It's still being instilled in us as we try to transition to different levels of success as well, man. So I want you to, lead them off like you always do. Hey, fella.
My guy, hey, I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. I learned this from a young man from a company a long time ago. And how he said it, it really resonated with me, and I hope it resonates with you guys. Change your mindset and change your life. Fair GC's energy, man.
Come on.
We out.